Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as a recording of this Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. I am heading up to Pomona, California. About an hour commute depending on traffic. 30 miles, 40 miles, give or take. From Knott's Berry Farm, which is just down Beach Boulevard, that direction. I'm gonna swing by there first because it ties in to what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be, also, side note, very unique trees behind me, probably have a unique root system, and I am gonna talk about the roots. A little bit of a stretch of Knott's Berry Farm and Walter and Cordelia Knott up in Pomona, and just see what else I can see while I'm up there. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall we? Slightly uncommon for Southern California. I mean, it happens, but not as much as what I'm used to in Florida. It is overcast and rainy today, which is kind of nice. Crisp and cool, and some clouds in the air, some cumulonimbus. I just went to Scary Farm the other evening. Not Scary Farm, but now it's back to Knott's Berry Farm. And coming up at the end of the month, they're doing Knott's Merry Farm, which is their Christmas event. All right, I have made the commute to downtown Pomona. It says right there on the banner. It looks like there's a train about to go by. A commuter train. To be honest, I don't really know a lot about Pomona. However, Brooke does. You are a longtime local to this area.
I am. I love Pomona.
Yeah.
I'm Pomona proud.
Pomona proud.
That's what we say here.
So you're gonna show me around.
I am. We're gonna go all over. We're gonna look at Knott's. Walter Knott was from here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna look at Knott's Berry stuff.
We started off with some coffee though.
Mi Cafecito. Check them out. They're amazing. They're Pomona locals as well.
Right over on the, what's it called again?
Mi Cafecito.
Mi Cafecito.
Yeah.
Nice. And are you still doing YouTube?
I am. Just very, very rarely.
What's your channel?
Super Retro Gal.
Super Retro Gal. You also have the Nintendo.
I do.
You have
my
shirt on.
PlayStation Spyro.
And your purse. You have the old school NES purse there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I don't know that it didn't. The train didn't come by.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was a ghost.
That
train.
was it. It was a ghost train. All right. Oh, there it goes again. The ghost train. Yeah, take a look at this. Speaking of retro, oh, there's a Nintendo in the.
Well, there's all sorts of retro stuff in here.
Yeah. Speaking of Nintendo, you pointed me in the right direction before I moved out of Southern California to buy my Nintendo over in Ontario. And there's a Nintendo in here, so it's come full circle. Look at this rat over here playing the controller, the NES controller. Okay, this old theater definitely has a Carthay vibe to it. They're kind of similar to how Carthay Circle looked a little bit. This is the Fox, the Pomona Fox. The old neons. Does the neon still light up at night?
Yeah, everything does.
I always love these marquees and the old neon. Little ticket booth in front. Very nice. And across the street here, this old hotel called the Mayfair. Pretty interesting looking building with the neon marquee and all. Okay, I was just informed it's no longer a hotel, it's apartments now. Who'd you say stayed here?
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable?
Yeah. He
ate here. He didn't stay here, but he ate here. I'm seeing a sign over here for the old Crest building, which is kind of cool. This is very unique looking also. And is this an active payphone? Or is it just the shell, the skeleton shell?
Well, you never know, it's Frontier Building, so.
There is a payphone. What the heck? All right, I'm gonna check and see. Oh, it's not a dial tone. It's a beeping sound. If you can hear. Yeah, let's make it like a little beeping sound. Okay, this location of Frontier is permanently closed. Oh, look at it. It's Picard over here. Well, the actor that played Picard. That's who that is, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Frontier, Final Frontier. I don't know. It's a deep stretch. That's a stretch. What's on top of the Armstrong roof over there? Looks like a dandelion. What are the?
It's like, it's supposed to be fireworks. Like, it's a neon sign that it lights up at night and it like it explodes out.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like a firework. We have them on a lot of our buildings
right, this is starting to look really familiar because I've been on this road before. In fact, I was in a band and we played. Is there like a punk rock club around here?
There's the glass house.
Besides the glass house, is there something down here on the left?
There could be. We'll have to look.
And I also remember this because I think I did a video when I was in the band, not of the show, but I walked around here and showed where Cat in the Hat was filmed.
Right,
the Mike Myers movie Cat in the Hat was right around here. So I have been to Pomona before. I mean, I've been here a couple times, but I think I did a video a long time ago. The Cat in the Hat stuff. So who's this artist?
Millard Cheats.
Millard Cheats. And he made the fountain and the art?
Yeah.
This is a horse, couple horses, and I guess art is always up for interpretation on what you see. I see like a stick creature, like a praying mantis,
Okay.
going after those two horses. What do you see?
I see a horses ducking behind a tree.
That's probably what it's supposed to be. Did you actually see the movie, the Cat in the Hat movie?
I have, but it was a long time ago.
Were you living here when they set decorated all this?
No, I wasn't living here.
So I think they took this whole street and they turned it into Whoville? I'm not really too sure. I've never seen the movie. I don't know anyone that has. I think you might be the first person that's ever seen it.
Yeah. It has Mike Myers in it.
I know that. Yeah, I know it had Mike Myers in it.
Was it The Grinch That Stole Christmas or was it Mike Myers?
It was Mike Myers.
The Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Okay. I can't remember exactly.
But I think they have like a top hat up here on one of the... You know what? I don't really know. But I just do definitely recognize this area from walking around here when I was in the band.
They do use Pomona for filming quite a bit. Hollywood sets up here and uses our buildings.
What else do they use it on?
Quite a bit of shows. I think Mad Men was filmed here.
Okay.
I'm not too entirely sure, but I know that since it does have mid-century charm, it gets used quite a bit.
Okay, I have not lost my memory completely yet because I did recall, and I was in the right area. I was only like one street over from Character Sports Bar. Yeah, it was a band called Guttermouth we played here probably 10 years ago. Right inside here. Wow. Let's bring back some memories here. Just to give a little perspective of what it looked like when they filmed The Cat in the Hat. A lot of set dressing, but this is standing in the same angle as the camera looking this direction. It looks a lot different. But up here on the left, this little awning is where the coffee cup was, and the three vegetables or fruits or pears or whatever they were over on that side as well, looking down this way. So there's the three pears, and there's also a big donut underneath that window, and the coffee cup was right up on that little ledge right there. Kind of went down a quick little rabbit hole of photos of Cat in the Hat. And right there is, yep, that's it, because there's that little tower off in the distance that you see over the coffee cup. That's pretty cool. I should probably watch the movie. I've never seen it. And check this out. There is a real Cobra Kai dojo in Pomona. And they're using the quote from the Karate Kid and the series as well, which I've been watching. Still have a few episodes left of season 5, but really like the show. Fear does not exist in this dojo. Yes, sensei! And check out that banner there with some of the landmarks from here in Pomona as well. Alright, gotta get over to the Walter Knott stuff. Got this mural on the side of the brick there. It's like the stairway leading up to that door. Pretty cool. Okay, is this a church building?
Yes.
It's a pretty impressive building there. The steeple. So what's the backstory on it? Are you familiar with this church?
It's been around for obviously a very long time. I've been in this building once, and I was just telling you that they have an absolute gorgeous pipe organ in this building.
The Pomona Holy Church. I always love stained glass church steeples like this. I have no idea what was over there, but that kind of looks like it would have been like a hamburger stand or something, if I had to guess. You were saying they use this in a lot of things to film, this diner over here?
Yeah, it's like a little diner.
Kind of reminds me of like the diner that's on Sunset. Or no, not Sunset, on Fairfax I think it is, over by Fairfax High. That they set dress a lot in Hollywood, and they do TV shows at for like diners. This kind of reminds me of like that. Kind of has that same vibe. I can definitely see this being used for filming a lot. Yes, very retro with the chairs and the booths and all that. I really can't get over like the architecture down here. This is such a cool building here. And this is a very unique, very Hollywood Art Deco vibe over there in that corner. I always say Art Deco like I know what I'm talking about, but I think that's Art Deco.
This is Art Deco.
Yeah. This is awesome. She's holding an orange. I think it's an orange, yeah.
We used to have like a lot of orange groves. That's why, like behind my house, there was all orange groves. It was all orange groves in the 60s when they moved in.
But it's not Orange County. What county is this?
This is LA.
It's LA County. And the City Hall is also really awesome looking. This is the same, what's the architect's name?
Millard Sheets.
Millard Sheets. Definitely some cool buildings here. Look at this thing. It's like something out of like RoboCop or something.
It's mid-century.
Mid-century.
Beautiful architecture.
Actually, this looks like nothing in RoboCop, but yeah. Okay, over into this neighborhood here. Here at 1040, this house was built by Walter Knott for him and his wife. He constructed this with his own two hands. And it still stands here. 1911 is what I was reading when the house was built by Walter. Which is kind of interesting. Two of the biggest theme park guys in Southern California, both named Walt. But the the building still stands here. One of the original housing developments in this area. And his father was a minister at a local church. I'm going to try to figure out where the church was. And then Walter Knott also not only built this home, constructed by himself for him and his wife, but also built another church building in town and dedicated it to his father. It was not the church his father was a minister at, but another church, and he built it in honor of his dad. But just think about Walter and Mrs. Knott, Cordelia I think her name was, lived right here. And you can thank her for Knott's Chicken Dinner restaurant. She started that and still has her namesake bared after her. Pretty dang cool. Right here in this residential neighborhood. This is the Knott's home. I wonder if people that live here even have any idea at all of the theme park history that exists right behind their walls. Okay, there are a variety of dogs alerting everyone that this is Walter Knott's former home.
This is the docent telling us about
When it comes to theme parks, where would you rank Knott's? It's one of your favorites, right?
Yes, at like number 3. And all the theme parks, like including Paris, Tokyo, Epcot, probably number 3.
Epcot's your number 1 though, right? Epcot's your number 1. Knott's is your number 3?
So Knott's is my number 3 favorite theme park.
Yeah.
It's historic and I love it.
So just imagine Walter and Cordelia.
Yeah.
Walter built this with his own 2 hands.
Pretty amazing.
And they lived right here before going down to Buena Park, starting Knott's Chicken Dinner, starting not only like the ghost town and all that he transported all the old buildings from all over California and moved them there way before Cedar Fair moved in and created what Knott's is today. You getting the vibes?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. You ever been by here before?
First time.
First time here?
Yeah.
There you go. What are the odds that people living here have no idea? I'm gonna say they probably don't know.
99%.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they would not know at all.
1911 would have been 111 years ago.
Crazy. It's
By
still
my
standing.
math.
It looks honestly beautiful.
All right, we should head over to both the church buildings
Yeah.
that Walter also built. A tale of two Walts in Southern California. And now a couple miles away, over to the Westmont United Methodist Church, which everything I read online about this stated that Walter Knott also built this entire church building. At least this portion over here. I don't know about the extension this direction, but maybe. It's like a steeple back there too. But the front of the building is very unique looking. We passed by here. You were getting pretty excited about this, the architecture and how Walter Knott utilized a lot of this in the theme park as well. This kind of style. What are some of the buildings that are at Knott's now that kind of resemble this, you think?
The limestone. This reminds me a lot of the fountain in the bathrooms.
When you first walk in, with the George Washington
yes.
fireplace
Yes.
and all that?
It's very similar, like very that vibe, that mid-century use the earth vibe.
Yeah. You think there's a placard here?
There is.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's tucked away over here in the corner. We got some stained glass here as well. Okay, I see it now. The Chapel of Prayer. Wait a second, this isn't the same one.
That's not the same one.
Okay, this section is dedicated to Reverend Joseph Whiteside by his wife Mary. So that's just the Chapel of Prayer, which is this little section. There has to be more than one placard.
There's one right there too.
There's another one over.
That's not the plaque we're looking for.
Okay, here's another plaque. The spire with the illuminated cross is a memorial to Scott McAllister by his parents. There has to be a Walter Knott. Okay, I'm not seeing a placard anywhere. This is the social hall. I could have swore I saw something that there was a plaque here. Unless they've removed it. Oh, there it is, right here. So it's inside the courtyard.
You're welcome.
Wesley Chapel in memory of Elgin C. Knott, which was Walt's father. So it's just a little chapel, it's not the main sanctuary. That is so cool. We were trying to match up all these out front. We couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure out where that was. So he built the whole inside of just this chapel for his dad. So is this the main
Main enter? No, it's just a little chapel right there.
Oh, okay.
Is it separate from the big one?
No, it's same.
It's the same thing.
Same
okay.
thing.
So this was all originally built together?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All of it is original.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's like mission style.
Yeah. So it's inside here. Thankfully, the groundskeeper let us in. Stopped by, asked us what we were doing. All right, that worked out pretty well. We were really trying to find the photo of the plaque and match up over here on the main area where some of the rock formation was and try to figure it out, and nothing matched up. Thankfully, we were allowed inside this door. Groundskeeper showed up, opened the door for us, let us walk over there. Didn't get to get inside the chapel, but I guess it's like a smaller chapel connected with the bigger auditorium. But he was confirming what our thoughts were, that Walter Knott built this entire thing. That's what he said, right?
He said he built everything.
So he built all this. There used to be like a school that's not open anymore. They used to be back in this little courtyard area. Almost look like accommodations, like hotel rooms almost.
Yeah, he said he called it a hotel, but
pretty awesome. All right, now we just got to find the church that his father was the minister at, and obviously his father passed on. So to honor his dad, he built this church, but this was not the church his father was the minister at. We're gonna try to find that too. Okay, have found the building where Walter Knott's father ministered at. It is now an apartment complex here on the corner of Hawthorne and Reservoir. And I saw a YouTube video by a gentleman by the name of R.E. Nunez, who about 7 or 8 years ago discovered that this is the spot. So I want to give a shout out to him because couldn't find any other information online about this spot. So using the coordinates that he mentioned, was able to find this street corner and a photo of what it looked like then versus what it looks like now. So take a look what it looked like in the early 1900s. Notice the 2 windows on either pillar, and also notice the archway doors with the stairs there. So the stairs on the left, there are 6 stairs, and there are 5 on the right-hand side. Obviously the stucco has changed, everything has changed, but you can definitely tell from the staircases and the style of the building that this was the spot. And the archway up top, you know, the roof line, the little, not the steeples, but just the design of the building up there has changed. And the circular window in the middle is gone as well. But notice I was saying how the shorter steps are over here on this side as kind of shown in the photo, and then the more amount of steps are over on that side. So this is where Walter Knott's father was the minister, which is why Walter Knott wanted to build the other church building just down the way and dedicate it to his father. That is just so dang cool here. So there's 2 different apartments located here now. This is around the side angle, not shown in the photograph. Okay, I kind of talked about it a little bit too, but you definitely know a lot about like repurposing buildings and whatnot. What are you convinced this is the spot too?
1000%.
Okay,
I think it is.
awesome.
We kind of like looked around the front. We saw where they had, you know, stuccoed. There was once like a curved door, and I think that they just stuccoed it in and changed out the round window.
Pretty awesome. So this building would be 111 years old, 100-something years old.
And it's being used for great things today, so.
Yeah. What are they using it for now?
So right now it is a halfway house for those that need to escape maybe domestic violence and also homelessness. So they're breathing life into others around the Pomona community. So I love that.
Corner of Hawthorne and Reservoir. No historical plaque here at all.
No.
None.
But maybe now.
And there's no historical plaque at the house either.
No.
And just a very short few blocks away from where we just were is the Lassie house. It says sit, make a wish, say a prayer right here on the well. Now I'm kind of confused if they use this as the filming location in the original Lassie series. However, the actor that was in the series lived here. This was his childhood home. So that is confirmed from what I was looking at online, but I do not know if any of the series itself was filmed on screen here. But this is the well, or at least a representation of the well from Lassie.
There's a plaque down over there that says about that.
Oh, there's a plaque? Oh, here we go, yeah.
Yeah, give me your last one.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Child.
418 or something like that. I remember the episode.
Lassie House, childhood home of actor John Provost, who played Timmy in the TV series Lassie. Timmy's in the Well, dedicated back in 2018. And there's Lassie and Timmy right there. Pretty awesome looking building. Oh, there's a chicken.
Yeah, behind that wood shed, they've got
Think, what if that chicken's name is Timmy? Timmy, you going to the well? Timmy's in the well?
come out all the time, so do the rabbits. One of the rabbits got hit, though. This is like crazy.
And the sky is definitely cleared up quite a bit. Heading over into Fullerton now for the last spot of the day. Arrived at Loma Vista Memorial Park. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see what I need to see over here, because they are doing a little construction work. But hopefully it's accessible at least to see from the side. Oh yeah, right here. The fence is not obstructing the view, but take a look. Obviously my apologies for the construction that's going on. Mr. Walter Marvin Knott passed away in '81 here in Fullerton. And then Cordelia, who started the Chicken Dinner restaurant and was his wife. It looks like they are redoing the sidewalk that runs parallel here. One of the two Walts here in Southern California that created some magnificent theme parks. Of course, Walt Disney, but Walter Knott, the other Walt. And it is said that Disney would go and see the work of Mr. Knott and probably gain some inspiration from him as well, because he predated Walt Disney's vision. Mr. Knott did. And not too far away from where I was just standing is Russell Knott, their son, and his wife Mildred that's here. In fact, most of the family is here on this property. Walter and Cordelia. The sound has kind of subsided, so I figured I'd take this opportunity. Get a little quieter. And that's going to do it for today. There's Walter and Cordelia. I really like checking out some of these spots. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.